Hey, book lovers. Welcome to Plot on the Rocks, the podcast where representation is crucial and it's always for the plot.
We got some hot takes, some spoilers, don't worry, we'll always warn you, and deep convos on culture, identity, and everything in between.
Each week we dive deep into a new book, share our unfiltered thoughts, and celebrate the writers who are reshaping the literary world, one story at a time.
Grab your favorite drink, curl up with us, and let's talk books. The ones that move us, excite us, and keep us flipping pages way past our bedtime.
So lower your expectations and let's get into the plot.
Welcome back to Plot on the Rocks, Season 2, Episode 2.
Yes.
Today, we're going to be talking about Medusa. I actually have the book. If you're watching this on, like, YouTube or whatever, which we will be posting YouTube videos eventually. Anyway, Medusa by Ayana Gray. It is a retelling of the story of Medusa. But before we get into the story, before I hit record, I was talking about heated rivalry with Ricky and Tia, who have never seen it.
No.
Or heard of it. Okay. Anyway, so I know we don't be talking about white books in here because I never read the book. I just saw the TV show. And it's basically, it's a hockey show. It's a sports show.
Okay.
And it's about two opposing hockey players. And they like each other. They're gay for each other.
Did you say they're what for each other?
They're gay.
No, she said they're gay for each other. I love that.
Well, Ilya's bi. I think Ilya's bi or whatever. But anyway, what I was saying is, like, with Jeremy, like, he always walks downstairs with, like, the worst parts of P-Valley. That was... Heated Rivalry was one show that I could not watch with him being home because literally... ass. Immediately. Every 5 seconds, it's like, hey, I miss you. And then it's like all of this stuff. But there's a plot to it. But anyway.
It'd be like that.
I enjoyed it.
Gotcha.
I heard it was good. I didn't know it was a book.
I didn't either.
Me either.
I didn't either.
So.
I heard, yeah, I remember you telling me about the show, but I didn't know it was a book.
Which is, I'll probably never read any of them.
Yeah, no.
But,
I'll never read it. Ever.
I don't really read sports romances anyway. Like, I tried, and it was like something with like, it was like an MMA one, and I tried to do it. I was like, this is stupid.
Gosh.
The closest thing I've ever read to a sports romance, I think, is that Talia Hibbert book where she was dating the rugby guy, but it wasn't really sports romance. It was more like, this nigga plays sports. I like him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Basically.
You know what I'm saying?
Which one was that? That was the Danny Brown one?
I don't think
he was like
that.
Pakistani or like Indian or something like that? Yeah, that one.
I read
the one book where she actually has like a POC male character in it, but anyway, that's...
Don't get me started on Talia.
Wow.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This episode's not about her because we can have a whole 30 minutes on not the and then ridiculous.
I just got thoughts about it, that's all. I like the books. I just got thoughts.
Okay. Oh yeah, we have wine. I have wine today, guys.
Oh, yeah.
It's a little red wine.
Yes.
What kind of wine?
This is Duplin. It's like the Hatter's Red from, like, it's named after the ones back home. I like it.
Ooh.
And it's like a higher percent. I think this one like 12, 13, 14, something like that. It gets you right.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Real nice.
What you
got, bro?
What do you have?
I'm drinking sangria. It was $5.
We love that.
That's the good sangria. It's so good.
so good.
So good.
Yeah, I just have my Nello Super Calm once again, and literally because I'm just too lazy to get anything. I have wine downstairs, I do, but it hasn't been refrigerated, and I don't know if it needs to be.
Gotcha.
So I'm paranoid.
I have some wine is fine if it's not refrigerated. And sometimes I drink it room temperature, but like it's certain ones that I really need cold. Like I put this one in the refrigerator.
Or I watched
this
fancy lady, even if her wine is room temperature, she puts the wine glass in the refrigerator, so that is cold and it kind of chills the wine without ice.
Ooh.
I was like, ooh, okay.
Yeah, because isn't it like frowned upon to like have ice in your wine? Oh.
Yeah.
Did it the other night anyway. And it was this. This is why I realized I need to put it in the refrigerator because I drank it room temperature and I was like, And I put some ice cubes. It was fine.
We need it
cold. I'll have alcohol next time. I promise.
No, we do not shame non-alcoholic drinkers.
True.
You can have your super calm, or if you want to drink with juice
or a little water, H2O.
Y'all know I'm more of a
other thing.
Herbal refreshment.
Herbal refreshments. I love that.
Yeah.
That's a great one to do.
Yeah, it's just I like it. But yes, today we're talking about I'm Medusa, written by Ayana Gray. I have like my notes on her with my notes on her being her Wikipedia page pulled up on my phone.
Wait, before you start that, let me do our business, y'all. If you are listening to us for the first time, first of all, welcome.
Hey. Hello.
Follow us on our socials. We are on TikTok. We are on Instagram. We are on Facebook. And we are on YouTube. Just look for Plot on the Rocks Book Podcast. And you should see us. Little black hands with some glasses in there. That's us.
And the background is pink.
Yes.
Yeah. That's true.
Follow us, like and subscribe, share with your friends, be our friend. That would be great. Okay.
We're friendly.
Yes.
We're friendly. But, hold on. We're going to cut this part out. Young adult fiction. She had her debut novel come out in 2021 called Beast of Prey. And it's actually, I think it's actually signed to be a feature film on Netflix.
Nice.
So that got picked up. Because I think it's a trilogy. And it's a story that's like Pan-African inspired, and it follows two teens named Kofi and Akan as they venture into a magical jungle to find and hunt down an ancient monster. So that seems pretty interesting.
Yeah.
And Medusa is the villain. I hate calling Medusa a villain because I never thought she was a villain. She was a victim of circumstance. But it's her first it's her first adult novel. So before that's gonna lead me to my first question, but before that, how many clinks do we give Medusa?
Out of 5?
Out of 5. You were just scaring me.
I give it 3.
Okay.
I give it 3.5.
I was gonna do the same. I'll give it. We need to get better glasses. This is black. Why does this be doing that? Hear that? Okay. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 5. 3.5.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't. So that leads me to my first question, which I actually didn't write down. It's just because I didn't know how to word it, like in my notes. But being that this is her first adult novel, yeah, you know what? There's a nice way of questioning this. Could you tell this was her first adult novel?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely could.
It didn't read like an adult.
It read very childlike, not the overall vocabulary, but just the cadence and the flow of it. And I was like, okay. Like, I didn't dislike it. It just didn't capture me as a whole. I was like, okay.
That's how I feel.
Yeah. I think I was thrown off by it because I think hearing that it's an origin story about Medusa and then it being an adult novel, I guess I had an idea in my head of what it was going to be. So I was really shocked. But she's like 17, right? In it?
Yes, the whole time.
Yeah, I was not expecting that, like, at all. And I was reading that like she made it an adult novel, like given the heavier themes of it. But I mean,
categorized as an adult novel.
Yeah, because of that. That's what, because she wants it like that. So it's still not young adult, but like because I don't know. But I feel like there's so many teen books. Like what's that book that was like that people were freaking out over? 13 Reasons Why.
Yeah.
Honestly, it put me in the mind of like Speak. Y'all remember that book? That
what
book?
is it?
Yeah. Speak.
It's like, isn't it like gray and Speak is in like red or something like that? Is that what I'm thinking about?
Something
Yeah.
like
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that was such a great book. Like I love that book, and I read that in middle
Right.
school, and that had these same themes.
Yeah.
It put me in the mind of that type of book, and I wasn't necessarily. I think I went into it with a preconceived notion of kind of like the tone that it would take me. Maybe because I'm used to reading, when I read mythologically inspired books, for them to be like darker.
Yeah.
It was not. I mean, it was dark as in the theme was dark, but the book itself was very
Yeah.
YA.
Yeah. It was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And the lower end,
It wasn't
YA, not the higher end, like almost kind of like 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade is what I got. What me personally, not like I said, not in a bad way. It's just, you know, like certain books, you know, you just don't really take to. And this is a part of talking about books and reviewing books that kind of makes me sad. 'Cause it's like, oh, I didn't not like it. It just, you know, it's just kind of,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I agree. It wasn't a bad book. I think it was just definitely geared toward a younger audience.
Yeah.
And then
It wasn't bad. It just didn't like. It was like as an adult, it annoyed me at certain points. But then I had to keep remembering. Oh, he's 17. She's a baby.
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
And I think
a
like
sheltered 17.
yes.
A sheltered
Yes.
17.
And I think like because the only other book that I've read where the author did young adult and then did adult was it's a book series that you like, Rikia, that I actually never finished it. The Neighbor Faber.
Christina Forrest.
And that trilogy. Like I think she did young adult and then she did adult. And even though I read The Neighbor Faber, that still was kind of like not YA, but it was obviously it's an adult. There's a sex scene in it. But the way it was written was still very like, oh, okay, you're not used to writing.
It was like bubbly. It was a bubbly book.
Yes. Yeah. So maybe like if she writes more adult stuff, you'll get
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to say better at it.
I mean, it's
a different voice.
Yeah.
It's a different voice of it. And but yeah, so that leads to the second question. Because Medusa is so even that too, like her being called Meddy the whole time, that was very young. I did not like that. I did not like that because like Medusa means like protectress, like it's a strong name. And I feel like she didn't like have
He was
that.
wrong.
Yeah. But anyway,
Poor Meddy.
yes. In what ways does the novel mirror, I guess, like traditional coming of age tropes? And how I hate this question. I hate this question. How does Medusa's transformation, both physical and internal, shape her journey into adulthood? Which is hard because she didn't really she didn't get to become an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one thing we got to see her lose her naivete in the worst ways, unfortunately. First, she realized the world was not safe, and her friend saw the consequences first. Who then became, her lover, but like for Apollonian, she got the consequences of Meddy, Medusa being naive first.
Girl, when she that part when she I was so.
Spoilers ahead, by the way, just another reminder. We do the spoilers.
Yeah,
Right.
like when she left Apollonia, like I was.
I wanted to put the book down.
Yeah.
That's girl code 101. 101. If we come together, we are leaving together. And then, first of all, y'all drinking wine for some men that y'all don't know. That's number one. Number two, you have to go to the bathroom. Cool. Everybody gotta go back. When you start drinking, you gotta go potty. Okay?
Yeah.
That's cool. They should have went together. And even when all of that happened and Poseidon saved her or whatever, okay, he saved you. My thought, we're gonna go save my friend.
Yeah. Yes.
You're so mean to her. Like, not only do you leave her and tell her not to come with you to the bathroom, but now you're gonna leave her there with these two strangers. Listen, drunk or anything, I have unfriended people for less.
Like, you don't do that.
Do not, like, what?
I wonder if it was like because she's so, the whole different world that she comes from, like coming from like a god and goddess like world, there's so many things like you don't think about, or at least like her, like she doesn't, because like we said she was sheltered, but like her parents very much sheltered her of what these Olympians like could do. Like her mom was fucked up, for lack of better words, because of what they did. And it's like that broke my heart too. But like when she left Apollonia, I was like, and I think that was when it started chipping away. No, I guess when she killed her sisters.
Yeah.
Fiance.
Yeah.
Murder.
Yeah, but she's like, oh, okay, sorry. But I think that whole part with Apollonia and seeing Athena also not being a girl's girl, that's another question.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway. And maybe that's what the book should be a coming of age story.
But I feel like she stopped midway, because I feel like I said, I feel like everything she did was more childlike. Like, you noticed that this man had abused your sister, and now you're gonna turn around and put yourself in a position to be alone with him, to try to bribe him, knowing that he's of higher status than you are. So what are you really giving him? And then you accidentally kill him, and then you go off to do, I guess, better things, but you're still stuck in this. And again, it's not her fault, because I feel like her parents did that to her purposefully. And I feel like that's a common theme with some of the books that we read a lot. The parents not being honest causes issues. Why y'all ain't tell her what was going on?
Exactly. And she left the stupid jewelry. So she's like not thinking. And I wonder if they probably protected her more because for whatever reason she was mortal, and then like her sisters weren't.
And that was weird too, because how does that happen?
I looked it up to see like if it was like explained, but it's just mythology.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, just that's what it was.
I thought her mom was cheating or something. Like, that ain't her daddy or something.
That's what I was thinking.
Ooh,
that's
I didn't think about that.
Like, we're gonna find out her dad was.
Yeah, because I was like,
because I've never heard any other mythological stories of somebody being mortal unless they had one parent that was mortal.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. I didn't think about that. Oh my god.
As much as she hated her husband.
right.
I know that's true. He was
A piece of work.
ugh. Hold on. What's the other? I didn't write this question down. I'm so bad. I had like all these questions, and I'm thinking about more. Now, the interesting thing about, if you haven't read Medusa, what it is they are. You can tell they are and that's a hard thing too, because we can't think of race then of what we did now.
Yeah.
But for today's terms, they are black. And what did you guys think of the connection of? I know we're jumping way to the end, but everybody knows the story of Medusa. Her hair turns into snakes, stuff like that. But her hair, that pride of having these like long, beautiful locks, and then now being turned into something that was used against her, essentially.
It irritated me a little bit, just because locks for us are, like you said, it's strength, and it's a lot of times for people, like when they cut them off, it's like a freeing experience, but they've grown them for a reason and things like that, and they have a negative connotation outside of like the black community, and then for what's supposed to be shown as like pretty and nice and all these good things for you to turn it into something bad. Like, okay. And then even in the first part where the girl was like pulling on her locks and stuff, like at first you thought it was cool, but then I wasn't allowing you to touch my hair. Now they smell and I'm a foreigner. Like, okay.
Yeah.
And like it was interesting how you can see that race as a construct, as far as like color, was not necessarily the thing. It was foreigner.
Yeah.
You're not from here. This is why we're going to discriminate against you. This is why we're going to treat you like that. And it's like that, and it's still like that in some places. Where it's more so like who you are versus your color, quote unquote. But I don't know. It still colored my experience of it, because that's what we know. You know what I'm saying? Black and having a certain pride in your culture due to being black. So her locks turning into snakes was just really heartbreaking for me. And then, this is my first time actually, like, I knew about Medusa. I knew the general story, but I didn't know about her sisters. I didn't know about her parents. I didn't know there were sisters that also had locks that turned into snakes. I had no idea.
Yeah.
And that whole circumstance was just really sad to me. And, I knew about Athena. I knew about Athena and her attitude because I went to UNCG, whose patron goddess is Athena.
Okay.
So I learned about her.
Really?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a huge statue of her on campus. And I kind of knew about that, but it was just like, ew, so disgusting to see it played out.
She is not a girl.
Like, at all. Like, this, 2 women get taken advantage of under your care, and instead of protecting them, we're going to punish them.
And
that's crazy.
So I'm going to do both, because and I don't think a lot of people know this or realize this, because I can go into a whole, being somebody who is Black American and Greek American, I can go into a whole entire tangent about how whitewashed Western society has made Greek history. Even that, because I don't think a lot of people realize that mythologically wise, the Gorgons were placed in Libya. In Africa, because Greece sits in a really interesting part of the world where it's like you have Europe here, then you have Asia, you have not Asia, but like the Middle East, and then you have Africa. And there's tons of ancient Greek art where Africans are depicted in it. So it's like a part of our history, but like that gets taken away. Like, I think it was Herodotus who wrote about Princess Andromeda and her parents, Cassiopeia, I forgot her dad's name. They're Ethiopian. They're from Ethiopia. So, but like, there's a Roman painter who depicted her as white. Even though I think the ancient word for it, let me look this up because I don't want to mistranslate. Hold on. The word. She was from Ethiopia. Yeah, Ethiopia. First appears in geographical term in classical documents in reference to the skin color of the inhabitants of the Upper Nile in Sudan, across the Sahara. Its earliest mentions were in the works of Homer, twice in the Iliad and 3 times in the Odyssey. The Greek historian Herodotus uses the appellation to refer to regions south of Egypt when describing Ethiopians, most commonly Nubia. So, and then you have Western civilization.
Yeah.
Because you know how Western civilization, even like when they take Egypt, people don't think about black people in Egypt, but like think of it, it's like one of the only black or African countries that is spoken about in a very high level. But that's been whitewashed too.
It's on purpose. And I was really into archaeology for most of my life, to the point where I wanted to go to school to be an archaeologist. I ended up not doing that for several reasons.
Adding that into my tea knowledge.
Can you imagine her like in the little desert, little, like, archaeology
her little shorts and stuff with her little thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I specifically wanted to be a biblical archaeologist.
That's so cute.
Yeah, but one thing I realized just in my own little independent at home studying is that Western historians and archaeologists do this really annoying thing where anytime you see a black person in art or in historical context, they're going to automatically connect it to the slave trade. No matter what. Doesn't matter what time. Doesn't matter what century. Oh, this was a slave of so and so.
Like,
really?
You have to attach it?
That's all?
Yeah.
That's all it is. It's very annoying. And it goes back to your point, like, Africa's mentioned in hundreds, thousands of documented stories, mythologies, but we don't get to learn that. Like, that's still part of us. Like, that's not fair.
It really isn't. There's a quote. I forgot who quoted it, but there was a quote where it's like, when you start someone's history at slavery, everything that comes after that seems like progress.
Yes.
Because if we don't know anything past that. And there's this really good Greek TikToker. Her name is Kelly Sari, Sarri. And she has really good videos about the relations between Africa and Greece, because like she started making videos where people were really upset that supposedly Lupita Nyong'o is playing Helen of Troy in the new Odyssey movie.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm ready for that.
I'm so excited for that.
And what's crazy,
see
and
that
it's
now,
just like,
y'all?
I know.
Sorry,
and it's like,
but yeah,
no, and it's like, and it's like she's like, there people are so up in arms. But what's crazy to me is that like 9 times out of 10, it's not Greek people who are complaining about it. But nobody says anything about the rest of the cast who isn't even Greek, like, at all. We have an Irish-American man playing Odysseus. Which I don't know if ancient Greece and ancient Ireland had... I don't think so, because they're way too far away from each other.
Yeah.
But nobody says anything about
That's
that.
okay.
Because Greece is very diverse. They don't look like that. Okay. She's just known as a really Helen of Troy is known as a really beautiful woman. A woman who was born out of an egg. Because Zeus turned himself into a swan. Because he saw this. You're mad that she's being played by a black woman? Get out of my face. Please. And even like when we went to Greece, like there is this, I told you about it, Tia, there's this place in Rhodes called the Petaludes, which is like a butterfly trail, and the top is this old church, and inside the church we have like paintings of like saints and stuff and different like important people. That was the first time my dad has ever seen like an not ancient, but like an older picture of a black person depicted.
Wow.
And like we have a black saint too, but like nobody, it gets whitewashed. This went on a whole entire tangent because I could talk about this like.
But it's relevant.
Yes,
It is.
Who's the black?
There's a town in Greece where the population is predominantly black because our ancestors came from Sudan. Yes.
We're everywhere. I found out yesterday from the south side of Iran is black. Yeah, we everywhere.
Oh my god. And that's what frustrates me the most when it's like when Greek Americans are like conservative or they have these racist ideas, because like we have something called a HIPAA, which is like our like I think it's like an American Hellenic like association, which was created because we were getting lynched too when we came over here.
They just
I could talk about it all day. See, my great dad.
So much outfit in the world.
It really
I
is.
swear, like it is an endless list of ways Western society has pissed me off.
Listen, all I'm saying is I'm very happy that my Greek lineage was on the right side of history because my great grandfather was a unionizer. And not only that, Martin Luther King's brother came to his retirement party. So,
okay, Pop.
Yes, and then his daddy came to America, and he didn't like America, so he went back. So it's just like he was like, you know what? You know how bad it had to have been for him to leave his war-torn country, and be like, oh, I'm just gonna,
I'm gonna head out.
We're just gonna.
I'm gonna head out.
Go back.
Yeah.
That one on a tangent. Nothing to do with the book, but anyway, it does have something to do with the book.
Yeah, it's connecting.
Greek history is whitewashed. Okay, people just. That's what it is. That's what it is. Hold on, my dog is chewing on a bone. That's not her bone. It's her brother's bone.
This is 12. We can just do 33.15. Let me see.
Thank you. You go over there. And she has her own toy in here. But she's just being antsy. Here, come up here on the bed. Up.
Please, I think I got that same blanket.
What, that green one? I found it on Amazon. Take the toy. Take it. Do you see her? Do you not see her? She's like turning her head for me. Take it anyway.
Girl.
What, 33, 48. That's why I love these conversations, because like I specifically don't take my ADHD medication for this. Because you can just go all over the place. Oh my god, but that leads me to the next one. We talked about Medusa not being a girl's girl. If you are, what I did like about the end, because I don't want to talk about Perseus just yet, what I did like about the end of it, though, is that she didn't include Perseus's name, because he's the one that did kill Medusa, and I feel like he's usually always named in it. But if you're familiar with original Greek myths, but I know, Tia, you said you did with Athena, how did the novel shifts in perspective change your views of well-known figures like Poseidon and Athena? Which I know, Tia, you said you already knew about her.
I will say this though. I have always thought very lowly of the Greek gods. I have always thought
they were terrible. They were fucking terrible. Okay,
they are terrible people. They were the worst, and this just kind of confirmed that for me.
But it's
They're
like,
the worst.
and it's even like, it's not even just Athena that like perpetuates patriarchal standards, because I think Hera, Zeus's wife,
was the worst.
she would turn, like, first of all, your husband's a whore, your husband brother, because they were siblings.
Right.
Your husband brother's a whore. He was out here frolicking, getting everybody pregnant.
Including animals.
Nasty little thing.
So the women that like she found out about, she would turn into bees. So she would punish them, but still let Zeus do like.
It's always the woman. It's always the woman.
Do what he wanted to do.
Always. And
What'd you think about it, Rikia?
I didn't. Okay, Athena, I kind of knew a little bit about her because I feel like she's one of the more popular gods that people talk about. And then as far as Poseidon, I feel like this kind of humanized him just a little bit more, just because like he was just in and out of like the parties and stuff like that. And then even though he was like plotting on her, him actually doing those things for her, even though they weren't done with the right intention, he still like saved her and brought her necklace and like listened to her. So he kind of humanized him a little bit, but he's still trash. All of them, like y'all said,
those
are
parts
trash.
tricked me too.
Yeah.
Yes, those parts tricked me, because even though I knew what he was gonna do, like, I was like, oh, like he's being really nice.
Yeah.
Like, he's being really nice. He can't do something like that. Oh my god, was that the? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Connections.
And then just left her to deal with it. Like that was not gonna lie, that one part, that section of the book had me very upset. There was one quote I would like to point out. This is after it's been revealed that, they had relations against Athena's will, by the way. Where's my just hold on, guys. We're gonna cut this because now I can't find my freaking clip. My
Okay.
clipping.
37:25.
I got it written down. Okay.
Thank you.
I wrote it down too.
Okay, this is the part when after everybody found out what happened and she's been punished, and the sisters have been punished for all this, and Medusa is blaming herself for not listening to her friend or not realizing that he tricked her. Her sister said it wasn't random. He orchestrated every encounter. He knew exactly what strings to pull, what words to say, because he is old and you are young, and because he knew he could take advantage of you. That is not your fault. I cried a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cried a little bit because as somebody who did experience SA as a teenager as well, your automatic thought is, girl, you're stupid. And not gonna lie, even as I'm reading the book, I was like, girl, you're stupid. Which is not fair. Meddy was a baby.
And he was like old.
That man was thousands of years old. Like, that is disgusting.
And he
took advantage of the fact that she came from a broken home, didn't know love from besides her sisters, didn't even know what sex was till last week.
Nuts. And then another trick too, he started off being somebody her age. Because you remember he turned into,
oh my God, yes,
he started off as somebody her age.
That's
disgusting. And like, one thing that made me, because obviously the men ain't shit in this book, but outside of her, could her sisters have done a better job at preparing her for certain things? Yes. But outside of her sisters, I feel like the women in the book, too, as much as they were victims too. All of them were. Not so much Athena. She was just a bitch. Anyway, but like even like Poseidon's wife, like at the party, she's like, oh, she's looking at me. She doesn't like me. But it's almost like, looking back at it, like she was probably like, okay, I know what's gonna happen. I know what's gonna happen to you next. But it's like, say something. Yes. Say something to her if you know what's gonna happen. But it's just like, it's just how men are. It's just how it is. So.
And then when you find out what he did to her, it's like, girl, he did it to you too. Why would you not step in? Like, if you feel like you can't leave your husband, that's one thing. I hate that for you, but this girl is not related, and she's a baby. Tell her to stay away from him. At the very least, Meddy would have been scared and would have never interacted and taken it as far as she did.
Wholeheartedly agree. It's like he came in and picked, because I know we've been watching Bridgerton. It's like he picked his diamond of the season, and it was her, and he did everything in his power to get to her. Sick.
The most vulnerable in the room. Like
yes, because think about it, you have her older sisters, Stanona and Briali, who are just like, again, older. They know more. They're immortal, so they could be hundreds of years old,
right?
Too. So I'm not really gonna mess with them. So let me get her.
I got a question now, because again, another connection. Why weren't they already married? If they're immortal and thousands of years old, why are they still in the category as her at 17?
I think like, because I don't even know how immortality works. Like maybe they just age really, really slowly. Because I assume they were in their 20s. Maybe they weren't thousands of years old. Maybe I just realized they were immortal. Stano, that's my girl. I love her down. She's like, I want to get married. I don't need a man. They ain't shit. Leave me alone. Listen, loved her. Then when she went on her killing spree, oh my god, a girl after my own heart. Like, just, I love her.
Oh my gosh,
I love her. She's like, they're all terrible. I don't care about them. Let's just murk them. Like,
everybody gotta go.
Everybody, basically. And that irritated me too about Meddy. She was like, I don't know if I could do this anymore. Girl, shut up. Just.
I get it though. Listen, Meddy, very justice focused. Everybody she caught had a purpose.
That's true.
She ain't have random bodies. Everybody she killed from the beginning, it was for a reason. They did something wrong. She was a Eileen Warnos.
So no was just like, oh, you got a penis? Okay. Yeah. You gotta go.
Yeah.
You got the picture.
I don't don't know, y'all. I might play devil's advocate a little bit with all of her killings and stuff that she did. A lot of it wasn't done to her. I feel like she kind of maybe had like, what is that, empath, and those type of feelings towards other people, because she saw the hurt with her sister. She handled that even with the little girl in the market taking the food. Like, you hauled off and smacked some little boy instead of just, I mean, she could have went over there and be like, hey, most of the time if you're young, you could have just like, hey, give it back. She did that. And then what's her, I don't know how to say her name, but Callie, I'm just call her Callie. Everything happened to her she deserved. She needed it. She needed a beat down. She needed all of hers because she was doing the most. I don't like people like that, where you
like, why would you go and tell? Like, it's especially, they don't know at the beginning, right, that there's only
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
I thought it was
they all had a chance.
As long as you pass the test, you get to do it.
Yeah. She was bitch.
She was just being rude. I wanted to see more happen to her.
Yes. Yes.
Like, that little busted lip wasn't enough. And it's like people like that where you are given everything and you still feel the need to take from other people bother me. I don't like it.
And she was jealous. She was just jealous completely.
Jealous and entitled.
And even like when everything happened with Apollonia, and then because Callisto, she instigated it too.
Yes.
Because she just made it seem like, oh, she had sex with these soldiers, and it's like you constantly have these people in power, these men in power, taking advantage of this. And granted, like, I don't know, and what's interesting to me too is at this time, was Greece? I don't think Greece was united yet as a country. They were all separate city-states, so every place was different. So you have Athens, that's more like that, but then you have like Sparta, where the women are warriors, they have more rights. If anything happens to their husbands in battle, they get everything, they can divorce. So you have these different depictions of women, whereas with Athens, it's kind of just like your standard patriarchal society, which sucks. And I hate that I didn't like the women in there too, because like, again, they're also victims of circumstance, but it's like, come on, you can see.
I didn't like anybody in this damn book. Only person I liked in this book was Apollonia.
No, and what's her friend name? What's her friend name? Did she turn into stone on accident?
Oh, the boy.
Oh, the boy, Theo. Oh, I cried. I cried when he turned.
I was sad about Theo. I like Theo too.
I like Theo.
Theo had the best interest at heart,
yes.
and he just cared about
I wanted
her.
them to be together.
And what really, really hurt my feelings, y'all, when she was with Poseidon sitting down, and he asked, "Who was that boy to you?" And she said, "He's nothing." I said, "Oh, you floozy, you floozy."
Why she say that?
And in my head, I was like, "Is he?" You know how people be hiding? I was like, "Did he hear that?" I thought he was just gonna come out or something like that.
I know.
I didn't like it.
I think it's also very much too, like, what's, like, as wrong as it is, you know, like those girls that, like, they're in high school, but they're dating, like, older men. They think they're so cool. Like, oh, my God, this older man has my attention. Like, I have his attention. I think it's very much like that. Like, wow, like, Poseidon, like, one of the big three.
She was smitten.
Likes me. Like, ugh. Yeah. Like I said, the only character I liked was Steno, because, you know.
Yes.
Wait, what's the opposite of a he-man woman hater? She girl man hater?
Yeah.
Yes, I like mine.
She was girl.
I like my man.
That's it.
And that's about it. But like, I love her. And so that what's the next question I have? I'm like all over the place with this. Oh, this one. This is a surprise question. Let me find the page.
Okay.
And this might be. We're gonna go a little deep. We're going a little deep.
Oh Lord.
Let me see. See, see if I can find it. We're gonna cut this part 47:53.
No, we ain't gotta cut it because I was about to say something.
Oh, say something.
We said deep. It reminded me of the song by Janet Jackson, "Go Deep." You remember that song?
Give me a little cadence. Give me a little cadence.
Yes, sing for us. Sing for us.
Okay,
I think I remember.
Okay, yeah. Her songs were dirty.
Yeah, bro.
Oh yeah.
Freaked out.
Oh my god.
And for no reason, just out of nowhere.
Hold on.
I just love her music though. Anyways, it's gonna make sense in a second. But anyways, it reminded me of that song, and then it reminded me of her, and then it reminded me of the Michael Jackson movie, and then it reminded me that I saw this morning that she didn't like the Michael Jackson movie.
The newest one or the?
Mm-hmm. She don't like it.
I thought they all talked about it.
Apparently, she don't like it. That's what I read now. That it's probably won't official. I don't know. I hope it's not true. You know, I hope it's not true because she was the closest with Michael. But that's what they say.
Why can't? Well, that makes me nervous.
I know. Me too. Because I really want to see the movie.
Me too. I mean, I'm on the wrong page. I'm on the wrong damn page looking for this quote. Like I know what this is. Page 21. It's on page 21, and she says, and when she's talking to her mom, like they're going back and forth with stuff. Like her mom's been kind of overbearing, and she says, "I grieve the goddess she used to be, the goddess I've never known. Sometimes I pity the petty woman she has become." Now, as daughters, have you ever wondered what your mom was like prior to having you, and what she would have become or been like if her circumstances were different, or even if you never existed? I've had this question on lock for like 2 months.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and answer, only because this is something I thought about. My mom was young. I think y'all know that already. If you listen to the show, I might have mentioned it in a prior episode, because we talk a lot about family stuff. And, depending on the book of the theme. I said the book of the theme of the book. Anyways, my mom had me young. I was born when she was 15. So I think about that a lot. I'm like, wow, like, what would her life have been like if she decided not? And I'm grateful for her decision, because I love life and everything. Kind of sucks some days, but most of the time, it's straight. And I just think about, like, wow, like, she really had to become a mom when she was a whole baby. And my grandma didn't play. She was raising me. My mama raised me. Like, it wasn't like some, oh, I'm going to leave you with my mom while you go. No. My mama raised me. So, you think about that a lot. And, like, life changed you already. But, like, having children, that's a whole other thing.
Big difference.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think with my mom, we are very similar. Like, you know how they be like, I'm your little friend? Now, me and my mama she is one of my little friends. Like, I talk to her all the time about everything. Like, y'all know I was home this past weekend, so me and her were just, like, hanging out, girl time, all that. And it's, like, a lot of similarities. Like, in school, my mom was a cheerleader. I cheered. Like, I've seen, like, old pictures of her. Frida was a freaking baddie. When I see some of her fits and, like, her glasses.
I want to see pictures.
It makes sense because your fits are crazy. So,
yes.
That's where I got it from. Like, when we were going through those pictures at, like, our last family reunion, I was seeing her in, like, high school and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, girl. So that part, I feel like we're alike and she's very, y'all know for the most part, I'm really happy all the time. She's just like that. She don't like to argue. She don't like any of those things. So I feel like very similar. As far as what life would be like, I don't know if I've ever thought about that. Because we have an older sister. So if it was just like, let's just say my sister was like an only child, I don't even know if she would be in this area because my mom was married before. It's like my sister's dad. And yeah, I don't know.
I know it's a pondering.
Awesome though. That's kind of awesome though, because what it tells me is your mom has always been her as far as you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's amazing.
It's like I want to be like
that.
you when I grow up.
Listen.
Frida, you my girl.
I think. I love her name is Frida. I've always loved that name. I think for me, there are things in my mom's life that I wish she never had to go through.
Mm-hmm.
I think it shaped her and who she is now, because I grew up in a very matriarchal home. Like my parents, not one of my parents did like typical gender roles when it came to stuff, but like yeah, like there are just certain things where it's like she was a musician, she sang, she had horses, she had her guitar, she auditioned for like Broadway stuff. And you hear a lot from women where it's like when you have kids, sometimes like that
It's gone.
that stops.
Yeah.
And she had me when she was older. How old is she? She was in her 40s. Because my brother we have a 13-year age gap.
Okay.
And I think... Ooh. I didn't even think about... I had to come up with this question. I didn't think about the end. I feel like I'm going to cry. I think I came into her life at a good moment for her. I think there were certain things that... As a parent, sometimes you put your trauma that you went through like on your kid. You want to live vicariously through your kid. And there are certain things that I realize like, oh wow, this is why she did the X, Y, and Z. I'm not gonna like ask her like, hey, do you realize that you did this to me because you were like this? Because that's a whole psychology thing that like she might even realize. But I think about that a lot of times as like especially as daughters with moms, like, who were you? Like, who were you before your own trauma, before anything else, because that shapes it. And I felt so bad for, like, I teared up at that part when Meddy said it because, like, her mom tells her afterwards, like, what Athena did to her other kids. But it's, again, that thing of, like, parents keeping stuff from kids. Like, imagine the relationship you would have had with your daughters, because, like, it even makes sense how she treats them, because, like...
Short leash.
Yes, as you're on a short leash, I'm going to also treat you like crap, so I don't have to get super close to you, because the children that I was close with and I loved, they were taken from me.
Yep.
And even, like, the scene where, like, when her mom brings her back to the island, oh, my God. It was just like, I cried. I was like, oh. Oh my God.
The little creatures, I was like, wait, is something about to happen? And she was like, I realized they were bringing me back home. I was like,
yeah.
Okay.
Like, that's like because you know where your mom was, but like she did what she could. Yeah. That's the thing. I think a lot of the time, like, as people who have good relationships with our moms, I think it's easier for us to be like, you did what you could when you realize like you did what you could in the circumstances that you
the key
had.
That's literally the key.
Yeah.
I think it all the time, like with my mom, because for us it was different. Like we grew up very close in age, so we say all the time we grew up together. We did. I mean, I was 10, she was 25, very much still young. 15, 30, very much still young.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So we were both going through these major life changes at the same time. And I had to realize as an adult, like, and me and my mom have always been very close. We had our moments, yes, which is to be expected. There were some dysfunction in our house sometimes. But one thing I can always say is that my mom was very honest with me from the beginning. Like, I had the sex talk as soon as I could understand what it meant. I had the safe spaces, good touch, bad touch. I had you when I was young. Don't make the mistakes I made. Conversations. You
Yes.
get what I'm saying? She was very open and honest with me with her experience. And that made it so that I was able to be honest with her about my experiences. And, and one thing I always say I'm so proud of her about is that she did not let my brother's births, stop
Yes.
her. My mama was a straight A student all the way through high school. Star athlete. She a therapist now. Like, I mean, she did not let it stop her. And I've just felt so proud of her. And like, I hate one thing that made me sad about the book is I'm like, wow, this is a goddess. This ain't even no human. Their mom had thousands of years to ruminate on this trauma. Being an alcoholic, growing up in a house with an alcoholic, hard. A depressed alcoholic, terrible. Like, I don't know. Like, I felt so bad for the whole circumstance.
Everybody.
Abuse, alcoholism. Like, dang, she ain't have no out, and then you can't leave the island.
They were banished there, like never having to be in one place all she was like she hasn't even seen this many people before. I was like, what? Yeah.
Which is crazy to me because if you look at mythology, like the creatures that came before the Olympians, I think were more powerful. Like, these were giants and cyclops and
mermaids.
all these things. Yes, and it's like, and all of a sudden these kids, like these literal kids, are like, bye, like we're gonna fight you.
Take my power and kick me out. That's the crazy part.
Yes.
I said, oh.
Wow.
And what's crazy, her dad kind of pissed me off too because he was still someone who was like clamoring for it.
Pick me. That's what he was doing the
time.
whole time.
Like, and like, ugh. And even like how, and I think one thing that like fueled Medusa's anger specifically was like how she saw her dad treat her mom and her mom never fighting back, so which made her more sensitive to like women being hurt. Because I think one of the traits of the Gorgons is like going back to this, they had a hatred for men. So it's like you kind of see it play out as to like why. Even like the priest that she killed at the end. I was like, good for you, girl. And then honestly, this is my fuck up. I probably shouldn't have thought this, but like when she sees like the two kids bring the body out and they see her, I probably would turn them into stone. Cause I'm not leaving again. Come here, come back.
Right. I created a whole new life here. Me and my girl doing good.
Yes, I gotta leave my girlfriend.
I said, dang.
I can't tell her where I'm going.
Like, I understood why she did it. On the other hand, like, your girl said don't do it. She said don't do it. Don't put at risk what we made. We did it. Like, and we could have did something else, Meddy.
Scared them.
We could have put something in his drink.
Yeah.
We could have.
She could have. But I think she was so sick of just like. This actually ties into one of the questions I had of how like it emulates life now, but it's just men getting away with stuff over and over and over again, and nothing ever happening. Like. And it's just, and we see it in the news all the time of men doing these absolutely disgusting things, and then they get like 2 years probation, a month or two in jail.
For nothing.
Yeah. And it's like, what's that guy? What's that guy's name? The one that like the swimmer, the blonde guy who essayed to go behind like a dumpster or whatever.
Brock, whatever the fuck.
He has a bright future. Okay. Whatever. Okay.
And
it's enough to make you want to turn into Meddy.
Basically, yeah.
And then
I mean.
Well, and then she said, "This got me too. All my life, I wanted someone to see the good in me. Now Apollonia does, and I don't deserve it." After she did all that, I was like,
Oh, baby. Oh, these women. You just get the short end of the stick in history.
Not even history, in everything. All the stuff that's hard or... And then what? And it, again, I might go a little left, but it always has to deal with our bodies. Your body is supposed to be a temple, and like she was saying with that little riddle, men just constantly take all the time. Whether it's the way you dress, or you shouldn't dress like that, or you should dress like that. Don't wear your hair like this. Wear your hair like this. Keep your clothes on. Take your clothes off. Why you looking so mean? Like, I'm not here for you.
I'm gonna go more left. There's a video that I had sent to you where it was two women doing a podcast, and I'm paraphrasing, but it was basically saying how, like, and this actually is relevant because they're black women in this, outside of like Apollonia and stuff like that. But it was saying how, like, why black women's bodies are scrutinized so much. You remember that video where it's like because we were the ones on the auction block, remember?
Oh yeah.
And then I saw that, I was just like, oh.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, like are all women's bodies like nitpicked? Yes, but like it's just different. I feel like our bodies are nitpicked, and then women who don't have our bodies go and
Mimic it.
pay for it.
Yep.
Yes. It's like, oh, and they look crazy.
One extreme to the other. Yes.
This course,
Yes.
like, we can't just be.
And one of her most like famous scenes of her sister, Evriali, who was like the middle one, that when she died, her cries were so loud, or when she finds her body, that like I think caused like an earthquake or something like that.
Yep.
I feel like you guys can answer this question better than me because I don't have a sister. But what did that say? Like, did that speak to you like in a way like of a bond of like sisterly love? Because it made me tear up. Thank you. Just
Somebody to feel that deeply about you outside of like your parents or like your person, most definitely. And the fact, because like she's like the baby, she's the one that's mortal, so they kind of handled her with kid gloves. So I feel like them to handle her with kid gloves that whole time, and then for something to happen to her that they couldn't do anything about it. They couldn't do anything about it. And I get it. I feel like sister bonds are a little like different because, you know, females, you know, girl stuff, but like, and then like you said with sisters, I'll never forget, I shouldn't have did it. It was a prank. I had prank called my Lily, if you listen to this, I'm so sorry. But I had pranked her at work, and I had called, and you know, you can like Google. It was like, this is a call from Wake County's Women's Detention Center. And I called her. I was like, can you like crying, called it, and I hear her at work. I gotta go, and I hear her physically get up, and she's about to leave. I was like, it's a prank. She hung up on me. She didn't talk to me.
That's a good prank, though. That's a good prank.
She did not talk to me for like 3 days. She's like, I really thought something happened to you. Like, I had to come get you. Like, I heard her was like, she's in a meeting. I didn't know any of it. She was like, I gotta go. But just like stuff like that, like, she gonna always be there, and just like likewise. So I don't even want to think about that.
Yeah.
And she's like older too, so it's always like, you know, you learn makeup from her and how to do my hair like her, and I want to dress, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And see, I'm the older sister. I do have an older sister, but we don't have the same relationship me and my younger sister have. And I could not imagine. Like, literally, even now when something happens to her, I'm not going to tell her business, but like, whenever something happens or if something were to happen, my body physically wants to go and immediately cut whoever. Oh no, we're about to fight. Like, what do you mean? That's my baby. Right. What are you doing? Immediately. It's different. And like, much as I love my brothers, I'm gonna fight for my sister on a whole different level. It's different. Even though she get on my nerves all the time, I get on my nerves all the time. We constantly, but no, we do that with each other.
I'm about to say anybody else? Nah.
Yeah.
What's that song? What's that song from Mufasa? Except change the word to sister. What do you say about my brother?
Yes. Because what?
Exactly.
What?
Oh, it's such a cute song. Oh my god.
That's cute.
I think. Was that the last question? I think so, because all of these questions that I have are like answered like as we just talked.
This is a conversation.
Yes.
This is what I love about reviewing books, because even if it's not our favorite, it will spark conversation. It wasn't a bad book. I didn't dislike it. I don't think it was my type of book. I don't like books generally, but I like the content of this book.
I still want you to read Immortal Dark though, even though it's not a YA book.
I still have that.
I promise you, it's not a YA book. Because when I looked up, because there's some stuff in it, I was like, they're getting pretty hot and heavy in this. And then I looked it up. It's a new adult book because they're in college. New adult, and it's like there's no section in the books for new adult is like 18, 19, 20 and like up.
Okay.
But like I've
never
I gobbled. You know me. I'm an enemies to lovers girl.
I do like
that is like my favorite. I love it so much. I love it so much. So like Sisenios.
I like that. Sound cool.
Ethiopian baddie 100-something-year-old vampire. Like, yes, sir.
It was interesting, and I actually think I got it downloaded. I just never read it. I got so many books on my Kindle bag.
Same.
I told y'all before.
I have to do one book at a time.
Yes.
Every time I try to do one,
I wasn't ready for that.
Literally, like, is it unlimited or is it not?
That's what I'm saying. They try to return to the unlimited store. Like, well, what do I pay for? Exactly, what do I pay for? But I'm trying to do this thing unless it's for this show. I'm not getting any new books. I want to try and read what I have. Try is the keyword.
I tried to, but okay, I got stuck on Granger books again. I think I told you, I've been reading through her.
How many books does she have? I feel like
we got a good 30.
Oh,
damn, bro.
She had that many.
Something like that. But y'all,
she is a great writer.
I got it.
I know she's very, this ain't about her, but I'm going to just say it anyway. She does, like, she's so subversive with how she does tropes. She does urban literature, but then she'll flip it in a way you don't expect. She'll do fantasy, but then she'll flip it in a way that you don't expect. I love her. She is my favorite author.
I need to get.
I think I said that.
Yeah,
I'm finishing.
Well, if you're listening to this, just gonna call me real quick.
I'm looking at. Okay, see, I just said I don't want any more books, but this is I haven't read a good romance in a while.
Oh, me neither.
It's called The Probability of Us. We're done talking about Medusa, by the way, so still listen to this, though. Jelani Jones has a plan to finish her master's, land her dream job, achieve financial stability. Girl, yes. All of which comes to a screeching halt when her long-term boyfriend leaves her, her mounting debt catches up, and she's forced to move back in with her emotionally distant mother. As her constructed life unravels, she accepts an offer to become the graduate teaching assistant for a statistics course, an opportunity to regain some control. Wait, is this like a professor thing? Because I kind of like that.
Is this it?
Roman Hayes has a goal: become a successful software engineer. A demanding task made even harder. Oh, it's a single dad. I don't know if I like that.
Oh, was this it?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole single dad thing kind of took me out of it, though. Sorry to the altar. I'm just like, I was really into him. It's like,
no.
Listen, she's trying to get her master's degree. She could be a stepmom right now. Like,
No.
Good on that. Whoopsie.
Weak.
But there is one, because I feel like with Granger, because we're going to talk about supernatural stuff. I think we talked about this last week. It might be in last week's episode, which we'll listen tomorrow, to see if it is. But it's called Children of the Blackened Root. The Root in Hunger Chronicles Book 1. It's in New Orleans, and it's like vampires and witches. And like, even like, I know you can't see, but the cover, like, yeah.
I think I downloaded that when you were talking about that.
Yes, I have that downloaded, and
I don't remember that. Send it to me.
I do want to read that other book, Daggermouth.
Read it.
That people are like eating up.
Read it.
It's good.
People are eating it up.
When I tell you plot twist, I was pissed that I finished it so fast. And it's like, y'all know I'm not fantasy. I be sticking my little pinky toe in it a little bit.
Dive into the deep end with it, please.
It was so
the best genre.
Good. It was really good.
Is it dystopian though, right?
Yes, it's like it's given like Hunger Games, but people with stations, and then far as like marrying people you're not supposed to be marrying, and then the daddy crazy, but the mama crazy. Just read it. It was good.
See,
how am I able to read everything I want to read?
That's I'm trying to like. I feel like I can look outside and it's dystopia right now, so it's like, do I want to?
But it's not like a
read it.
A sad. It's nothing about it. It's sad. It's like I'm constantly reading because what is about to happen next? I need to see what's about to happen to this stupid hoe. Yes, this happens to this stupid hoe. Ooh, it's like one of those.
Oh,
yes, it wasn't like a sad or anything. It was good.
I'm on it.
Let me add that. But that concludes our episode. Episode 2, season 2, season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, on I, Medusa. Our next book for April is The Personal Librarian by Marie Benedict and Victoria Christopher Murray. This is my first time reading a novel with 2 authors. I've never read a novel with 2 authors.
I think I might have read like one with poetry, but not like a novel.
Yeah, so if you want to read along with us or read before the next episode, The Personal Librarian tells the life work of Belle DaCosta Green, the personal librarian of J.P. Morgan, as well as the first director of the Morgan Library and Museum. White people are crazy. Sorry. She passed as white. Get out of my face. And what?
Girl.
What?
They be trying it.
How? Like, how do you... Like, yes. Oh, she was born on my birthday. We have the same birthday. Sagittarius. Cool. Hey. But she really... Despite being born to black parents... Not even one black parent. Black parents. Two black parents.
Those
white people. Every single person I see that said they passed for white, I knew immediately that was a nigga.
Honestly, that's how I felt when, like, my mom should always talk about her, like, her grandmother, her Jamaican grandmother would pass as white, blah blah blah. And then I finally saw a picture of her that I found my ancestry. I was like, to who? Like, to who? That's a freaking light skinned yellow bone lady for what world? But I'm like, oh, okay.
Wow.
This is crazy to me. I'm sorry. Now I want to read. I do want to read this book because I just want to know what life that she
did
passes as that.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I'm interested.
I'm sorry.
Well, thanks for listening, guys, and make sure you follow us, like and subscribe, share with your friends, and yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.